Hey guys, hopefully it's recording. If it's not, then you won't see me. But this is to answer a question that I saw someone ask on Etsy. Not Etsy, Ravelry. They have a top whorl spindle and it doesn't have notches. This is one of my spindles that does not have notches, and it is one of my favorite spindles. I can spin lace on this thing like nobody's business. It's very well balanced. It spins like a dream. And my friend Teresa gave this to me. She doesn't remember who made it or where she got it from. If she got it from a state fair somewhere in North Carolina or up in Vermont, she doesn't remember. She had a long time before she gave it to me, and she has no idea where she got it from. So I just thank her as always for her generosity, and I've gotten her a spindle or two from some of mine that she's admired since I started collecting them. Now I'm going to show you other ways that you can knot your spindle and keep the thread stable on it, and techniques that I use. Do I have anything I'm spinning right now, Miss Spindles? Yes, I do. Okay, I found one. Alright, so this is a stone whorl spindle, and it does not have notches on it either. You can see, get it to focus on something. Okay. Alright, so as you can see, there's no notches on it. And one of the ways that I stabilize this spindle is I will take the yarn and I crisscross it, going up and going down. And that allows me to apply more tension and stability to the thread when I bring it up to my hook. Now, I'm at the hook. You can wrap your yarn more than one time around your hook. That'll help stabilize your thread as well. So, I'm taking and wrap it around once, and then I'm going to let it come up. So, see, this makes it more stable. Because the yarn is going around in this crisscross design, and it's laying across more surface tension right there. See, if you can see that, you can see. Let me see. Focus on it, please. I don't know if you can see that thread. See how the thread lays across a greater surface before it lifts off to come up onto the whorl? And then I take it down and I wrap it around my hook more than once. And that stabilizes the yarn. See? So that's one way you can control your yarn if you're using a top whorl spindle that does not have notches. Now, some people have said, that's if it has a hook. If it doesn't have a hook and it uses a half hitch, and I don't think I have any other than my turkey strap spindles that use half hitches. Those are the only ones. So, okay, like, if you had this spindle, if you had a spindle like this that had like a half hitch notch, this is just a little bit of yarn that was left over from some fiber I showed you guys last week. I'm just going to take a piece off. Okay, so we're going to pretend that you've been spinning, and it's a top whorl, so it will be around here. So we're going to pretend you've been spinning. If your spindle, see, like, watch how I take it down and up and across, just like if we were winding on for a nosping. That's how I wind it to give it that stability. Okay, so if you're doing a half hitch, you take it in your hand like this, take your thumb and roll your thumb around, and then it's hard to show. Then you take that part and now it's up there, and that's a half hitch. and that will also could also stabilize it. And, you know, you do your spinning and stuff. So that's another way you can hitch it on. And I could do that with this, but it's gonna be a pain to try and get it off probably. Let me see. So that could stabilize it as well, but then maybe it won't. Well, it'll still be hooked. So you can use a half hitch technique as well to stabilize that. Okay, half hitch it, and then when you need to wind on, just slide it off your hook and wind on. So those are two techniques that I use. Which the half hitch I don't use. I usually use half hitch with my turkey strap spindles. I had never tried it with that before. Never had a need to, but because I use the crisscross thing. But that's another way you can stabilize your yarn on a spindle that does not have notches. So I hope that helped you.